Know your land and know your prey.
Bloody hell!
Good morning, man tracker.
This is Man Tracker. His work can be a matter of life and death. Today, it's personal. He has been challenged by these two. Magnus is a wellness lifestyle coach. Fitness is his weapon. But victory comes from within.
I am definitely an A-type. I also need to focus on the spiritual and mental, so I'm going to be putting out the positive thoughts of me completing it and also me not getting caught.
Jeff is a seasoned hunter who thrives in the bush.
I like it to be tough. I think I excel. The rougher it gets and the harder things become, the better I act.
My first impression was that I had a Crocodile Dundee in my hands. The reason he's been paired up with me because I'm a city slicker is because he's got all the experiences in the wild.
Yeah, Magnus seems okay. I'm not sure about some of the rigging he has. He's got a heart monitor with him. I hope that doesn't mean anything.
The flare has been fired and the prey are on the run, taking off through the rugged foothills of the Canadian Rockies. Magnus and Jeff have 36 hours to get to a highway 46 kilometers away. What they carry, when they rest, and the route they take is up to them.
If you're okay with that, Jeff, we're going to head for the tree line just up there.
They've just met, but like any fugitives, they need a strategy to get out of reach and out of sight, fast. They have a map, a compass, and a 3-kilometer head start. The stakes? Bragging rights. The glory of beating Man Tracker at his own game. He doesn't have a map or a compass and doesn't know where the prey are headed, but he's got the help of local cowboy TJ Maynard, who knows every field and fence between here and the Rockies.
When we saw the flare, it looked like it was coming from over by Joey Buse. He's got a kind of a western town over there, a recreation, where they've done some movie shoots.
Finding the flare site is only the beginning. Man Tracker needs to establish the prey's direction of travel. He needs a sign, any clue the prey have left behind. A snapped twig, a crushed leaf, a fresh track. Only hard evidence will point him in the right direction.
We were only there a couple of minutes and we found their tracks, and they headed pretty much straight west towards one of the big ridges.
Jesus, this is deep.
For the prey, the long grass is tough to cut through. For Man Tracker, it's a chance to make ground on the prey's lead. A fresh horse and a clear track makes for a good hunt.
Tracking people through grass like this, it does make it fairly easy to track in, because you know, it's fairly evident where somebody walked in the grass right here. Normally when somebody walks away through grass, it's silver, and when they're walking towards you, it's dark.
Man Tracker's got a lock on the prey's trail. But Magnus and Jeff take a steep uphill route. They know they can't outrun the horses. Their strategy, go where a horse can't. The prey make it into the trees. From there, it's a game of hopscotch, from one bit of cover to the next.
Wow. Wow, look. There's a deer.
Something spooked it definitely. Might have been Man Tracker. I hope not. I hope he ain't that close. It's making me a little nervous here. We gotta get going.
I just saw a man directly over there. We need to get back into the thicket.
He couldn't have seen us. He'd
Oh, I tell you, my heart rate shot up. It's now 135. So
You'll be all right.
They dive back into the thicket and their trail disappears. But every clearing jeopardizes their cover. It's an intricate puzzle, and Man Tracker is slowly piecing it together.
Looks like an old quad trail here. It looks like the people have gone down this way.
There he is again. How the f did he get up so quickly? Seriously.
Looks like they've come across the fence right there. All the grass is flattened down. This is their trail right here.
This was not part of their strategy. Jeff and Magnus are trapped in the woods. Man Tracker hasn't spotted them. Yet. Camouflage is their only option. The prey bury themselves into the deep brush.
There's no tracks coming out of this bush. They gotta still be in there hiding somewhere.
The long grass and uneven ground is perfect cover, but the clock is ticking. As the posse circles round to the north, the fugitives break out to the south.
Go on, Jeff.
We took off running like rabbits.
My heart rate went up to about 160.
After barely escaping from a twisted game of hide and seek with the trackers, the prey scramble to regain some separation.
We bolted over another fence. We're all bloody barbed wire. I hate that. And then we reached another open bit where he may perhaps have got a glimpse of us, but we're now in the thicket of the forest. There's no way he can see us.
That was too close for comfort. We gotta do better.
Oh, look at this. Now we got tracks coming out. We got a trail now.
But the trail leads back into the woods, the toughest terrain for the trackers. The hunted have learned the forest is their best ally.
Buddy, Man Tracker comes through here, he's gonna have a goddamn burr in his blanket. This horse is gonna be pissed off and throw him off.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get it.
The horses struggle to make it through the tangled trees. They lose time, and they've lost the trail.
Jeff, you in the down? I would...
You think up?
I think up.
Okay. All right.
The prey are just plain lost.
That's down, if anything. That's
Okay.
That trail's at the bottom of this damn slope, I think.
Yeah.
Sticking to the trees is making it harder for them to keep their bearings. And the tension builds as the prey vie for control.
Don't leave any tracks in the mud, man, if you can help it.
Hey, wow. Got some raspberries here.
Raspberries, we got time to pick them. We get a hold of some protein food. We get some grasshoppers and crickets and shit.
You are having a giraffe. Some grasshoppers?
Both men carry ample food supplies, but clearly Jeff wants to make a point.
When you get hungry, there's a lot of protein. You're good. Yeah, I just ate a slug because I haven't been getting enough protein. The bugs are full of protein. You'd be silly not to get a hold of it. You may as well pluck the feet off, and the head comes out, guts come out. You got the wings left. Take the wings off, they get caught in your throat.
Oh my God.
Protein.
That is disgusting.
Well, these tracks are pretty much headed that direction. What is there over there?
Well, we've got a lake just over the hill over here.
Well, it seems to be a logical place. They can get water there.
Okay,
They haven't had water for quite a while.
sounds good. Let's head over there.
Holy shit. This is going to be interesting.
It was wet. We come across this one point where we're gonna get wet. Simple as that.
I've got 2 pairs of trainers, but I didn't want to use the other pair, so I thought, well, if I can avoid this bog, this stream, then I will. Jeff, you're on your own if you're going that way.
Magnus at that point didn't want to get his toes wet.
Looks deep. So there was some load of tree branches to one side, so I thought I'd rather risk breaking my neck on there than going through a bog. Well, I can show off my proprioception, my body's awareness in space.
I'm starting to get a little antsy to keep on the move. He got to get his heartbeat a little faster, never mind stopping for the mud holes.
Man Tracker heads down into the valley. His horses need water, and, as he suspected, so do the prey.
Go up, yeah.
I mean, it looks
We had
clean.
a creek to cross, a decent creek, which was nice. Got to fill up my canteen, get a good drink of water.
What does it taste like then?
Tastes like water. It's perfect. I took opportunity there to change my socks, which were soaked from the last bit of swamp there. We've been running hard here. I can appreciate everybody's values and beliefs, but I don't know what good talking to a stick does.
Holy smokes. My heart rate's at 165 and I'm just walking.
How many steps have we taken today? If we went 20 clicks, but 25,000 steps.
The prey have set out on the toughest route possible. Their objective? Slow the horses and frustrate Man Tracker. Meanwhile, the trackers have been riding blind for too long. Finally, they catch a break.
We've got a pretty good track right here. It looks like a hiking boot with a fairly definite pattern. It's got a hole right in the middle.
The track is a solid lead, but the prey have left something more behind.
They're making it pretty easy, aren't they?
They are.
The veteran hunter has made a rookie mistake.
Yeah, a little evidence for him, whatever. The tracks were there. Socks, I don't think, didn't make any difference. I sure as hell wasn't going back for them.
The killer climb is costing them. They don't have time to stop for air, and Jeff's coming up lame.
We saw them 3/4 of the way up the next big ridge in front of us, which did kind of surprise me because they went straight up. It's a big ridge and they went straight up.
I'm alive. Now I know why he's got the heart monitor shit strapped to him. All I know is mine's still beating.
It's been a struggle, but we made it.
There's no way we were going to go straight up, so we kind of circled around and went up the long slope.
We've been on the road now for 10 hours, just over 10 hours, and we're pretty fatigued.
I'm feeling pretty much every one of my 47 years. I got a little bit left.
Overconfident and overtired, the prey forget their prime directive. Stay ahead of Man Tracker.
And still no sign of Man Tracker, so I'm happy.
Thank you very much. Ooh, I'm staying dry.
Almost halfway to the finish, the distance between prey and predator is being measured in obstacles, not kilometers. And it's a tough, slow climb for Man Tracker. He's losing ground and daylight.
It only gets steeper.
For Jeff and Magnus, it's all downhill.
It is so bloody steep.
Hey, go easy, all right? Yeah, man.
I'm okay. Give me a hand.
Don't go over the other way then. Coming down them slopes, that's brutal on the knees. That'll knock you out. I never experienced anything quite like it.
The horses are also suffering from the punishing hills. It's getting dark, and Jeff needs to stop. The descent has exposed his Achilles heel. Bad knees.
We needed to lay down, get a snooze, and do it again tomorrow.
Deadfall and gopher holes hidden in the grass is like a minefield for the horses. Once the sun begins to set, Man Tracker has to make camp.
It was kind of good to get off the horse and then stretch your legs and just get on something that wasn't moving.
The night temperatures plummet and the prey risk a fire. Man Tracker might see it, but they know he can't move till dawn breaks over the ridge.
From just about 6 inches above my knees down to my toes, it's a mess.
Well, so far they've been going straight north. If they keep going, what are they going to run into?
The bush just gets thicker and thicker.
The hills get bigger?
Yeah, the hills get bigger.
Not good news for Man Tracker.
Good morning. I didn't sleep. I'm a mess. My feet hurt.
He was basically writing the scenario for the next day. I'm not going to complete it. He said, you know, my legs are killing me, my knees are hurting, blah, 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 blah. And I was thinking, suck it up, princess, we've got to keep moving.
Let's see if I can get my act together. Because we got some running to do. Good morning, Man Tracker.
We're around about position here, and we're going to need to move up to there.
Even in daylight, the slope is treacherous for the horses. The trackers have a long walk down, and at the bottom, a whole lot of fence.
After we found their fire from last night and started tracking them, it was fairly evident that they were staying to the heavy bush and trying to stay out of sight. We found their tracks going into one patch of brush headed straight up a hill, which is pretty good.